All right, this PC is 10 years old. Still runs fine, handles everything I throw at it, except for one thing: slowness. Every single morning, I press the power button and then wait. Wait and wait.
2,000 years later.
2 full minutes staring at a loading screen before I can do anything because of this spinning hard drive that's been in here since day one. Today, that changes. I have an NVMe SSD ready to go in. We're physically installing it, cloning the entire Windows setup from the old drive, and seeing exactly how much faster this machine gets without reinstalling a single thing. Once this upgrade is done, this machine will feel like a completely different computer. Let's start with the hardware installation. First, power down the PC completely. Unplug the power cable from the wall, not just the power button. On a desktop PC, static discharge can damage components, so touch the metal chassis of the case before handling any components to ground yourself. It is also recommended to wear gloves to protect against electrostatic discharge. Remove the side panel. Most modern cases use thumb screws or a sliding panel. Set it aside. Here's the old 1 terabyte HDD that's installed on it. I'm going to keep it for storing data, and the SSD will be used for the Windows operating system. Now look inside for the M2 slot. This is where the NVMe SSD goes. M.2 slots are located on the motherboard itself, usually near the CPU or below the GPU. They're long, thin horizontal slots with a single small screw hole at the far end for securing the drive. Some motherboards have one M2 slot, some have 2 or 3. Check your motherboard manual if you're unsure which slot supports NVMe. Some M.2 slots only support SATA M.2 drives, not the faster NVMe protocol. For this PC, we have one M.2 slot confirmed to support NVMe. On some newer motherboards, the M.2 slot has a heatsink cover that needs to be removed first. 2 small screws and it lifts off. Hold the SSD at approximately a 30-degree angle and align the notch on the gold connector edge with the key in the M.2 slot. Slide it in firmly until it's fully seated. You'll feel it click or seat solidly. The far end of the SSD will be raised at an angle. This is normal. Gently press it down flat against the motherboard and use the small retention screw to secure it. If a screw wasn't included with your SSD, your motherboard box usually includes M.2 screws, or pick up an M.2 screw kit separately. Once everything is okay, close the case following the same procedure you used to open it. Be careful not to break anything. Do it very gently. It closes with a soft click. Reattach the side panel and reconnect the power cable. Before booting into Windows, verify the BIOS recognizes the new SSD. Power on the PC and immediately press the BIOS key, Delete or F2 on most systems, with a brief prompt visible at the bottom of the screen during startup. In the BIOS, look for the System Configuration, Storage, or Boot section and click on Drives. Your new NVMe SSD should appear in the list of detected drives. The name will match your SSD model: Samsung, Western Digital, Crucial, Seagate, or whatever brand you installed. If it doesn't appear, reseat the drive, power off, open the case, firmly push the SSD back into the slot, resecure the screw, and try again. Also, check that the M.2 slot you used supports NVMe in your motherboard documentation. Once confirmed, exit the BIOS and boot into Windows normally from the old HDD. We'll clone from inside Windows. Once Windows loads from the old HDD, open File Explorer and check the left panel. Your new SSD may already appear as an unformatted drive with a drive letter, or it may need initialization. If it doesn't appear in File Explorer, open Disk Management. Right-click the Start button and select Disk Management. Find the new disk in the lower panel. It should appear as Disk 1 or Disk 2, showing as unallocated. You don't need to format or partition it. I will use EaseUS Disk Copy, and it handles the drive preparation as part of the cloning process. Leave it as unallocated. Just confirm the drive is detected and the size matches what you installed. For the cloning software, as usual, I'm using EaseUS Disk Copy, which has been a go-to solution for disk management for several years now. It verifies and guarantees 100% data integrity during the cloning process, and everything is done directly on your PC, no need to upload anything to the cloud. However, it is a paid software, but you can still try the free version. Go to the link in the video description. This takes you directly to the EaseUS Disk Copy page. Click Free Download for the Windows version. Run the installer and follow the standard setup prompts. EaseUS Disk Copy installs in about a minute. Launch EaseUS Disk Copy and select Disk Mode from the top navigation. This clones the entire disk, including all partitions. Click Select Source Disk and select your old hard drive, the one Windows is currently installed on. This is the disk with your C drive and all your data. Click Select a Target Disk and select your new SSD. Click Next. You'll see a preview showing how the partitions will be arranged on the new SSD. Since the SSD is likely larger than the used space on the HDD, select Auto Fit the Disk. This expands the partitions to fill the available space on the new SSD, so you gain the full benefit of the larger capacity. Click Proceed. A warning will appear confirming that all data on the destination will be overwritten. Since it's a brand new unformatted SSD, click Continue. EaseUS Disk Copy begins cloning, copying all partitions, the Windows installation, all your data, settings, and application configurations from the old HDD to the new NVMe SSD. The progress screen shows real-time transfer speed and estimated time remaining. The duration depends on how much data is on the drive and the speed of both drives, typically 10 to 60 minutes for most setups. Leave it running and let it complete without interrupting. Once it's finished, EaseUS Disk Copy gives you the option to reboot and automatically adjust to the new disk. Since the disk is inserted into the computer, I'm going to reboot and automatically switch to the new disk. Watch the startup. The PC now boots from the NVMe SSD instead of the old HDD. You should notice the difference immediately. Here we go. Pressing the power button and timing the boot. On the old HDD, roughly 2 minutes from power button to a usable desktop. From the NVMe SSD, watch the counter. The BIOS screen clears, Windows begins loading, the spinning circle appears briefly, and we're at the login screen. Enter the password, desktop loads. Total time, under 25 seconds. That's the same machine, same Windows installation, same settings, same applications, just running from a drive that can read data orders of magnitude faster than the spinning hard drive it replaced. All files are exactly where they were. Open a few applications, they launch nearly instantly compared to the long loading times from the HDD. This is what an SSD upgrade actually feels like in practice, not just in benchmark numbers. Open Disk Management. Right-click Start, Disk Management. Confirm the NVMe SSD is now your C drive with the full capacity available, including the expanded partition from the AutoFit we configured in EaseUS Disk Copy. What to do with the old HDD? Don't erase it immediately. Use it for a week, confirm everything is working correctly on the SSD, and verify no files are missing. Once you're confident, you can repurpose the HDD as secondary storage. Use it for backups, media storage, or any large files that don't need the SSD speed. That's it. Drop a comment with your before and after boot times. I'm always curious what kind of difference people see across different machines and drive combinations. Please hit a like button and subscribe to my channel. I post practical hardware and Windows guides every day. Thanks for watching.